Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have these super sweet and super simple Mother's Day cards to share with you. If you're anything like me, all events that you know the date for well in advance still manage to sneak up on you, so you're making Mother's Day cards this week like me, or still need to make one for this weekend. Hopefully this tutorial will help you whip up something super cute to share. Today's cards feature the You Goat This stamp set by Fawn, green and purple diagonal Gotta Have Gingham sheets, cut with the largest of my cross-stitch square dies, the giant Happy Mother's Day die, cut from both black and white cardstock. I'll also be using 2 card bases as I'm making 2 cards. I believe these are about 5 by 7 inches when they're folded, but I'll be trimming them down to fit behind my cross-stitch square, leaving just a small border. I'm jumping straight into prepping some of the elements of this card that will need a bit of time to dry, so that they are ready for me later, making this card quicker to assemble at the end. I'm layering and gluing my Happy Mother's Day. I love this look. I feel like it makes all of these giant word dies pop and gives them a little bit of dimension without too much work. In order to get all of these letters to stick nicely together, I usually just slap a stack of paper on top and hope for the best. I've already cut my background paper, and to these I'm going to give them just a little bit of sparkle. I had to sneak it in somehow, and I'm using my gem watercolor pigment set. I pop all of these things aside and we will see them again soon when they're dry and I'm ready to assemble my card. Time to stamp. I'm just picking a few images from this stamp set. All of these goats are so cute, it was really hard deciding which ones to use today. I'll be using a very simple colour scheme with my Copic markers today. Mostly browns for the goats and hay and some other colours for the little flowers. These goats were super fun to colour in. I can't wait to use them again in more cards so I can try different colourways on them. Although I'm making 2 cards here today, you'll only see me colouring and assembling one as they are identical except for that background paper. Now that my images are coloured and my white highlights are done, I can now move on to binging some shows on Netflix while I have a coffee and fussy cut all of these images out. This cute little goat is getting a bit of a chop, and although I know adding this little flower to his mouth will be adorable, there's just something that never sits well with me when I'm hacking away at these sweet little characters. I'm adding some foam squares to the backs of my goats and my hay bales. Assembling this card will be super quick today. I'm gluing my giant Happy Mother's Day directly onto my card front, which is a bit unusual for me. I would typically prop this up with some foam squares, but today I wanted my little goats to stand out more than the words, and I thought I would add dimension to the front in a different way. While the glue is still wet, I can move bits and pieces of this around, so I adhere some flowers, cans, and blades of grass around the words. Before I can adhere my card fronts to the bases, I need to stamp my sentiments on the inside of the cards. Today I'm going with Happy Mother's Day, Hope your day is the GOAT, and in brackets, greatest of all time. I have heaps of this kids craft foam and it's a pain to store, so I'm going to be finding ways to put it to good use. Today I'm cutting it into strips and using it to give my entire card front a little bit of dimension. I quite like this look, I see lots of people do it, and I really should do this more often. Call me over the top, but in addition to using double-sided tape here, I'm also using just a little bit of PVA glue. I find that cards that I've held onto for a really long time, double-sided tape will always give up long before PVA glue does. I stick the card fronts onto my card bases that I've already trimmed down, and then these cards are complete. They are super sweet and simple, ready to give with gifts this weekend. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe. I can't wait to show you what I'm making next. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.